What if I told you the fast fashion industry makes up 10% of all carbon emissions?
Awesome!
Wow.
That is not awesome. Fast fashion is a cheap and quick way to produce trendy clothing that consumers want. It first began with the brand Zara in the 90s, saying it would only take 15 days from the start of production to the final product being sold. It didn't seem so bad in the beginning because people were getting new, cool, trendy, and very cheap clothes, but the true cost would be revealed later in time. The fast fashion industry is a very large market in the global economy and is even larger with its pollution. Something needs to change, but it won't happen until people look towards a better alternative. The better alternative is secondhand shopping. Secondhand shopping is buying used clothes, shoes, and more that someone donated or no longer wants. I believe if more people bought secondhand clothing, it would curb the pollution by the fast fashion industry, save our waters, and save consumers money. As I stated before, the fast fashion industry makes up 10% of all carbon emissions. This is a ridiculous number, but it only gets worse from there. According to Princeton.edu, as of 2019, current report shows that 62 million metric tons of apparel were consumed globally. To try and put that in perspective, in pounds, that weight is 136,686,602,600. That means that globally, we consume 303,748 Statue of Liberties in just 1 year. Personally, I believe that is way too much.
I agree.
Let's say I see an awesome shirt on Zara's website and I absolutely need it. I buy it and in just a few days it arrives. Just buying the product, I slightly contributed to a bit of global pollution. But the real bad part is washing the shirt after it arrives. Earth.org states even washing clothes releases 500,000 tons of microfibers into the ocean each year. That is equivalent to 50 billion plastic bottles just from washing clothes. And you may be wondering what will happen to these clothes once the consumer no longer wants them. According to greenwithless.com, only 15% of consumer-used textiles are recycled, whereas the remaining 85 end up in landfills or incinerated. The numbers surrounding how horrible fast fashion is enough to make me never want to buy even the smallest thing from a fast fashion website. All of the terrible facts I have stated about fast fashion are the main reasons I shop secondhand and believe everyone else should too. Buying secondhand clothing is a great alternative to buying fast fashion. It is just as cheap, easy to do, and keeps clothes in circulation, and saves the environment little by little. Buying secondhand clothing is a better alternative because it is cheaper to buy. Goodwill prices, a shirt is $2.99, jeans are $5.99, and a jacket is $6.99. Compared to Zaffel's jackets being $31, you could buy a whole outfit from Goodwill with the money it took to buy one jacket from Zaffel and have a little bit left over. Another reason buying secondhand clothing is a better alternative is because it keeps clothes in circulation, at least I believe it does so. If you were to buy a leather jacket from Goodwill and you didn't want it anymore, I feel like you're more likely to return it back to Goodwill and keep it in circulation than just getting rid of it. The main reason more people should buy secondhand clothing is to reduce the environmental impact of fast fashion. The environmental impact of fast fashion is so bad that according to sustainability.uq.edu, the fibers fast fashion clothes are made of could take up to 1,000 years to biodegrade versus organic cotton that takes 5 months to biodegrade. The fibers used in fast fashion are absolutely horrible. Buying secondhand clothing could reduce fast fashion sales and simultaneously reduce the waste it makes. Overall, I've come to the conclusion that fast fashion is a terrible industry and pollutes the world in ways we don't even know about yet. Humans consume way too many new clothes just for them to end up in landfills. According to Princeton.edu, if the industry maintains course, greenhouse gases would be expected to increase by 50% within a decade. If we all came together and stopped buying as much fast fashion and bought more secondhand clothing, we could dramatically curb the effects of fast fashion. Buying secondhand clothing has way too many benefits for more people not to do it. It keeps good clothes in circulation, saves consumers money, and best of all, reduces global pollution. If we don't try to stop it now, it will only get worse than it already is. Said best by Charles Moore, only we humans make waste that nature can't digest.